Wrestling Empire, the indie wrestling game phenomenon, has been topping the charts on Switch, iOS, and Android. And now, there's a PC version, available on Steam, with full support for Xbox and PlayStation controllers. It's had over 1 million downloads on the Google Play Store alone. The one-man development team has been hard at work, fixing bugs and adding new features to the game, and he shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. Let's go over some of the biggest changes to the game since it launched. I'll also put a link in the description to the full patch notes from MDickie's site. Let's get started. Every time I talk about Wrestling Empire and hear the word Empire said out loud, I think of the old 800-588-2300 Empire. My neighbors are gonna think I'm nuts. You can now take damage from your own weapons. There's a chance that bigger weapons like chairs and huge weights can bounce off of your opponent and hit you back in the head. This balances things out a little bit, as you can't just hit someone non-stop and drain all their health. And it's actually hilarious to watch. There's been quite a few new wrestling moves added in since launch. I can't possibly even begin to name them all, but there's the Sling Blade, Pop-Up Drop, Underhook Suplex, Underhook DDT, Tiger Driver, Crucifix Powerbomb, and so much more. And in general, moves don't knock people over on the ground as often. For me, this is a welcome change, as it felt like a lot of matches were spent on the floor. I'm really loving these balance changes. There's a ton of new weapons and objects to slam your opponent through, including ladders. There's now a hexagon ring option, so you can recreate your favorite MMA-style matches. There's also new storylines added to the career mode, which I'm very happy to see. In my first playthrough at launch, I was seeing a lot of the same interactions, and there's way more variety now. A staple of hardcore matches around the world, barbed wire, is now in the game. You'll find barbed wire bats all around the arena, and you can even have barbed wire ropes for your wrestling ring. One of my biggest issues with the career mode has been fixed. Before, if someone asked to be your tag partner or borrow money and you said no, they'd instantly have a meltdown. Now there's more possible responses, and they're not all negative. They might get mad, or they might actually be emotionally stable. Hell yeah, let's make some peace. These are my types of storylines. In general, tag team partners don't interfere as often. This was a big one for me. When I played it at launch, it felt like the enemy's tag partner was always flying into the ring every single time I put on a submission or went for a pin. That's been dialed back a little bit. You can now do double team moves if you and your partner grab an opponent at the same time. And for the strongest of wrestlers, me of course, pressing run and pick up will put them up on your shoulders. Whee! You can now edit your character's face while career mode is active, but it'll cost you a little bit more. That's not, I'm like 95% sure that's not me. What? Actually, that's kind of trendy. Let's go with it. You're asking me what I think about a prospective hire while they're in the room standing right behind you? What do you think I'm gonna say? I was invited out for drinks, and the next day I came out looking like this. I was in bad shape. There's been a ton of new taunts and gestures added to the game to give your wrestlers even more personality. There's a couple of new special matches that raise the stakes. Hair versus hair means the loser has to shave their head. I'd gladly take a free haircut. Mask versus mask stipulates that the loser has to remove their mask. And that's a classic wrestling match type, but nowadays that takes on a whole different meaning. And loser leaves means that the loser of the match literally has to leave the company. And if you're all the way back down in wrestling school, you're forced to retire. I'm sad to say that my character was forced to retire after flunking out of wrestling school, so I created a new character where I live on in spirit. Lighting can change for certain matches to make things a little more dynamic. You can turn the lights out or have some disco lights going. You can really set the mood. Pyro effects can be added to wrestlers' entrances now. Those are some pretty flashy entrances for wrestling school, so that's where my tuition dollars are going. If you get up too quickly after going down, you can walk around in a daze, and it reverses your input for a short time. One of my favorite things, you can now skip career mode matches by simulating them in the pause menu. No more getting stuck watching the computer fight each other. Tag team partners and staff who aren't treated right might complain or leave. I've seen referees who get hit a few too many times just get fed up and leave. As you might know, wrestlers can pass away in this game. Now when that happens, memorials can be held in the career mode for deceased wrestlers. Let's take a quick break for a Wrestling Empire love story. There's now even more variety in the people and the signs that they hold in the audience. You can now do low blows just like in the old N64 wrestling games. What's going on here? Fine. Is it just me, or is there some weird tension in the room? These are just my favorite and, in my opinion, the biggest changes and bug fixes since the game launched. But if you want the full list, you're going to want to check out the link in the description to MDickie's page, where every single change is listed. With all of these updates, I can safely say that Wrestling Empire is one of my favorite games of the year. I can't put this game down, and I can't wait to see what MDickie adds to the game next. I really hope that this game continues to explode in popularity. I love the expandability, I love the storylines. There's just so much to do in this game. I would love to hear what you think about Wrestling Empire and what your favorite thing about the game is. And of course, I'm going to continue to cover this game because I absolutely love it. So if you don't want to miss any of the coverage, make sure to subscribe.